tonight. I'm Barry Trott with the Library of Virginia. Kristen Burnham from Prince William County, who usually hosts this, was unable to be here tonight, so she just started the meeting up for us. Tonight is going to talk about another resource that the Prince William County libraries have available to them, as do all the public libraries in the state, from the Library of Virginia. And this one is a little bit different. It's not so much a research database. This one is more focused on reading. And it's called NoveList or NoveList Plus. And the neat thing about this is it's a great tool for finding books when you know an author or a title or a series that you really like and are looking for similar kinds of books. And the cool thing about it, and what I'm going to show tonight, since this is a program focused really on homeschooling, is the younger version of NoveList called NoveList K-8 Plus, which is focused on content for younger readers through teenagers. So as always, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We'll start here because the place you want to go is the Prince William County Public Library website. You want to scroll down till you find the section on digital content, which I was looking at just a minute ago. Here we go, digital library. And you'll just want to click this digital library button to open up a list of all the digital library content. Now you can sort this quickly. We can go into literature or kids. I imagine it's in both. And NoveList K-8 Plus is what we want to look at here. So I'm going to stop sharing for just a second and go back to the WebEx. And I'm going to share a different screen that has the NoveList website on it. So now you should be seeing the NoveList website here, NoveList K-8 Plus. A couple of things right off the bat that are sort of cool is they have some recommended reading lists, and these are quickly broken out by ages 0 to 8, 9 to 12, or teens. And you can click on any of these reading lists. So depending on what age children you're working with, if you're working with really young kids and you want to look at holiday books for young kids, stories about Christmas, you can sort of drill down here and do a little search, basically, and you'll notice we'll find a whole bunch of Christmas books. You can click on any of these titles. Christina's Carol by Tommy DePaula, and it gives you a great sort of introduction to the book. It tells you ages, it tells you that it's fiction, you get a brief description of the book, you sort of find some of the themes and moods, tells you what the grade level that it's aimed at. That's always a helpful thing. There's a link to check and see if Prince William owns the book. And then you have some book reviews, more about this book, and lists and articles. So it can be a great way just to sort of get ideas about books just from using that those sort of pre-generated lists here. And again, you have them for teens, ages 9 to 12, and ages 0 to 8, fiction and nonfiction as well. So you can go into nonfiction and search around in there. You always are going to have some sort of browsable things right on the front here. So, if you're looking for, again, if we go to ages 0 through 8, and we're looking for sort of fanciful and whimsical titles, or funny with lots of wordplay, or likable and upbeat, you can see all these titles. You can scroll through. Again, you can click on any of these titles, and it'll open the book up, or the record up for the book. You can check and see if Prince William owns it. Tells you it's an early chapter book. Tells you a description of the book, sort of some of the things about the characters are likable and authentic. It's a first-person narrative. So it can be really useful in terms of just finding things. But I think what a lot of people like best about NoveList Plus is actually just using it for searching. So I'm going to pull up a title here. Let's see. We'll try and find something. Lily's Purple Plastic Purse there. A fun title from Kevin Henkes. We search for that. So say this is a book that your child really loves, and You pull it up here, you get that information. But what's great about this is over on the right-hand side, there's a set of read-alikes there. And these are books that are similar in some way to the book that you searched for. So if you're looking for, you say, well, I've read all of Kevin Henkes's books, and I'm really looking for something more like Lily's Purple Plastic Purse. Here are some things that you might find. If you click View All, you get a list of all those read-alikes, and you'll have the reason why those books were selected as read-alikes. And notice that many of the reasons there have names attached to them. This is not being generated by an algorithm or artificial intelligence. This is being generated by the librarians who work for NoveList, both as employees as well as contractors, and they're generating this content that goes into NoveList. So this is stuff that has been vetted. It's not just sort of random things that are coming out. Same thing's true of books as also true of authors. So if I click on Kevin Henkes's name here, we're going to open up Kevin Henkes's record as an author. It will have some read-alike authors over here that you can consider. These are authors who share similar characteristics with Kevin Henkes. We'll have a list of all of Kevin Henkes's books. If you click on series, you'll get any series that he has written. He's written, I guess, one series about Penny the mouse. More about the author will just give you some background on the author himself or herself, including links to their website and genres they write in, style, and all those sort of things. So this can be a really exciting way to again, search for authors based on a author you or your child already likes. There's some options to browse here that are also interesting to play around with. So if you're looking for books in a particular genre, you can click on Browse by Genre, and you'll find, again, we can change the age. So let's change the age to 0 through 8. And some great picture books here, easy readers and early chapter books, sort of international titles. Some interesting genres to play around with. If you click on where it says Explore, we can explore in picture books, go a little bit further in, sort of gives you some new and forthcoming ones about different topics. And then over here on the right-hand side, you have some more reading lists that are curated and put together by the NoveList team. So, best younger kids fiction for 2024 is a fun place to start sometimes. And you just get some great recommended reads here. And again, with all of these, if you click on the book itself, you can always check and see if Prince William owns the book by clicking that link that says Prince William Libraries Catalog. Appeal is sort of an interesting option as well, because you can sort of, again, find your own sort of mix of titles. So if you say, I'm looking for a book that has colorful illustrations and let's see, maybe pick a style that is leisurely paced. Let's see what comes up there. And we get nine titles here, including the classic Goodnight Moon and some other titles of that sort. So again, it's fun just to play around. If you have some ideas of the styles or characterization, so we can say, I'm looking for colorful illustrations with mischievous characters. And here we pull up a whole bunch of books as well. When you mouse over them, you'll get some basic information about the book, author and description, the ages it's for. You can save them to folders and things like that. You can print these lists off and email them, and that's fun as well. So NoveList Plus K8 or NoveList K-8 Plus can be a really interesting and useful tool for working with readers and finding out what sort of books you might connect that you might not have thought about based on things you already like. A couple other things that sometimes folks use in the advanced search tool, you can actually, if you have any working in accelerated reader or Lexile, These are just reading scores. So the higher the Lexile score, the more the grade level goes up as Lexile goes up. So easier books are in a lower Lexile. So if you're looking for books in a certain Lexile range, you can use that as well. If you're trying to find out some ideas about genres for children's books, you can go to these genre guides, and you can get a handful of different genre guides about. Mostly the genre guides are aimed at books for older kids, so teens and maybe middle school. So that can be helpful as well. But it's a fun tool, and there is some help here, so you can use all these how do I options to figure out how to best use Novelist to get at the content you're looking for. But it can be a really great place to start off when you're looking for titles for young readers. And there is a version of Novelist Plus, just without the K-8, called Novelist Plus, that's available for adult readers. Does the same thing, but for kids, Novelist K-8 Plus, you don't find any books that are aimed at adult readers in there. So that can be a really helpful thing to start with as well. So again, you want to get started simply by going to the Prince William County Public Library website, going to their digital collections and either looking in the kids or the literature sections and going to Novelist K-8 Plus. So I'm going to yeah, I think that's one of the great points about it is it's a great way to sort of get ideas before you go to the library, and you can use that check and see if it's in the library tool to actually put it on hold for you, which will certainly save you time when you're at the library as well. So you can just get in and pick up your holds, or hopefully have some holds there waiting for you. So that's a nice feature. I'm glad Prince William has that set up that way. But do be sure to share this with anyone you know in the homeschool community, because I think it can be a really valuable resource, as are, I think, all of the things that Prince William County is presenting, all that digital content. They have some amazing resources there beyond what we provide through the Library of Virginia. And I think it's really wonderful that they provide that for everybody. So I guess with that, we can sort of wrap things up. And thanks so much for coming out. I really appreciate you being here.